Oconee County, golden corner of South Carolina. A pleasant blend of old and new. Next to the modern courthouse in the bustling community of Walhalla stands one of the oldest buildings in the county, St. John's Lutheran Church. Erected in 1853, it's held together by wooden pegs, considered one of the area's finest examples of early church architecture. The Oconee County Library's roving bookmobile heads north out of Walhalla, bound for communities and schools throughout this picturesque county, extending reading education to all 670 rugged square miles of Oconee. North she goes, the road rising gradually to the Blue Ridge Mountains of northern Oconee. The first big climb to be conquered is Stump House Mountain. The ranger station here keeps watch over a large segment of timber-rich Sumter National Forest, the Andrew Pickens Division. Named for a Revolutionary War hero and Indian fighter, this 73,000-acre tract of rich government forest is visited by more than 110,000 people annually, and it pumps thousands of dollars into Oconee's economy each year through sale of 8 million board feet of timber. Near here, too, is the site of historic Stump House Tunnel, a hard reminder of an unfinished dream, a dream which bankruptcy and civil war ended in 1859. The plan had been to tunnel through the mountain to provide an easy access for the old railroad from the coast to Tennessee. But the tunnel, instead of a passageway, became a cheese factory. Yes, blue mold cheese was made successfully in this place for the first time in the South. Now, it's a tourist attraction, but some still harbor the thought of a finished dream someday. Issaquina, named for an Indian maiden. An early day Paul Revere, she warned the white settlers of Indian plans to invade and reclaim, but the Indians could never reclaim. The white man had come to stay forever, to build and to enjoy. And enjoy he does. People come from throughout the nation to experience the crisp mountain air and see the picturesque scenery and the quiet, unspoiled way of life. On the high plateau between Stump House and Station Mountains is modern, enjoyable Oconee State Park. Here, thousands of vacationers and weekend travelers or day-long picnickers come each year for a refreshing retreat, enjoying a variety of recreational facilities, boating on the lake, or swimming, or hiking down one of the quiet nature trails. And the accommodations are fine, too. Rustic cabins, but winterized and cozy, even on cool fall nights or in the heart of a snowy winter. Still Highway 107 climbs into the headwaters of the Sumter National Forest, to the beginnings of the streams which tumble south down the mountains to supply abundant quality water for Walhalla, Westminster, Seneca, and neighboring towns. Here, down a winding 2-mile road from the main highway, is the Walhalla National Fish Hatchery, one of the biggest breeding grounds for trout in the nation. From here, 1 million trout annually are placed in the streams of the Carolinas, Georgia, and Tennessee. Sitting alongside Indian Camp Creek in the East Fork of the Chattooga River, the hatchery is visited by 40,000 of the curious each year. North and east, modern new roads climb to the North Carolina border, and the highest cascade in eastern America, Whitewater Falls. South now from the headwaters of Oconee, south toward Salem or Mountain Rest. Both of these towns are famous throughout this region for their hillbilly music. Mountain Rest is the host for the annual 4th of July Hillbilly Day and Country Music Festival. The entertainers come from all over. and the people join in as the good old country sound takes over. On Labor Day, the town of Salem takes over and plays host to the music lovers. The late 1960s brought new economic life to Oconee, making Oconee the growth area of the Piedmont. From Jocassee in the north to Newry and Courtenay in the south, the county is being altered and economically lifted by an incredible project, Duke Power Company's Keowee-Toxaway Power Development. When completed in the 1970s, Keowee-Toxaway will provide the entire Carolina Crescent with added electric power, supplied by a complex of facilities which includes 3 dams and 2 lakes and one of the world's largest nuclear stations with 3 huge reactor units. Annual taxes paid by Duke Power at the project will amount to many millions of dollars a year, much of which will be funneled into the growing local economy. In addition, there will be hundreds of miles of shoreline and recreation areas opened up. Because of Keowee-Toxaway, the Oconee of the future will be much different. But that will not spoil the prologues of the past, still evident throughout this history-rich county. At Tomasi Knob, General Andrew Pickens fought his famous ring battle with the Cherokee Indians in 1708, and here he became so impressed with the rugged beauty of the country that he returned to build his home. Later, it burned, and today only a marker remains to remind the passerby of this brave frontiersman. Almost within the shadow of Tomasi Knob is the county's oldest building, originally constructed around 1760 to serve as outpost and trading center for Indian furs. Oconee Station also served as a base for Revolutionary War soldiers and men in uniform chasing the Redskins north into the high Blue Ridge Mountains. Nearby is another historic building, the old 2-story brick house built by the Richards brothers in the early 1800s. Constructed in the English style, it was to this place that their sister Margaret brought from England the boxwood, ivy, and lilacs, which she introduced into the New World. South and west through the community of Mountain Rest and its attendant lakes and beautiful mountain setting, the Bookmobile takes its services to the Long Creek region. To South Carolinians, Oconee and apples are synonymous, and the town of Long Creek is the heart of Oconee's apple country. Here in the rich soil of western Oconee grow the thousands of trees bearing apples which are boxed and shipped all over the nation. These apples have quality and flavor. There are the Yates, the red and yellow delicious, Arkansas blacks, all the products of rich soil, perfect climate, and hard work. Each September at the height of the apple harvest, Long Creek and Westminster are the sites for the South Carolina Apple Festival, featuring parades, banquets, tours, a golf tournament, car races, and of course, the crowning of an apple queen. September also signals the beginning of another school year. Oconee County has a modern system of schools, 6 on the secondary level and 15 elementary, serving a total of 10,000 students. In addition, there is a vocational center, nearby Tri-County Technical Education Center at Pendleton, and the famed Tomasi DAR School, a venerable institution still operated by the Daughters of the American Revolution. Tomasi School still serves about 400 needy children of all ages. Then there is Clemson University. Clemson is recognized as a leading Southern educational institution and is one of the prime agricultural and engineering schools in the nation. From this rapidly growing university go extension agents who perform as agricultural specialists in every county of South Carolina. Not only are forest products and apples keys in Oconee's economy, but also livestock and dairy products. And the rolling hills of southern Oconee County are rich in soil, good for farming of general crops. But Oconee is rapidly changing from primarily an agricultural county to one that is strongly industrial. 10,000 Oconee County residents are now employed in 22 major industries. And while textiles still is the predominant source of income and employment, other diversified opportunities are now afforded county residents in modern new plants which manufacture items such as electrical components, machine tools, and sporting goods. The industries have come not by chance, but by design. Their leaders see a future in Oconee, and they are drawn by what is already here. They see a network of modern roads and highways reaching into the most mountainous parts of the county and connecting with the major industrial and cultural centers of the South via the interstate highway system, of which this modern new segment of I-85 is a part. They see good rail transportation and a good modern airport providing facilities for handling many executive flights each day. The leaders of industry see an abundant supply of excellent fresh water, ample electric power for their great new plants, good schools, and fine health care facilities, such as the 200-bed County Memorial Hospital at Seneca and the Lila Doyle Center for the Convalescent. Perhaps most important, the industrial leaders see here in Oconee a healthy, invigorating climate and fine recreational facilities with which to relax. There are golf courses, such as this modern 18-hole golf course at the Oconee Country Club, where businessmen especially can find relaxation and fellowship away from their desks. The mountains offer dozens of nature trails, scenic picnic spots, exciting rivers to paddle. And Lake Hartwell, along with the developing lakes and the Kiwi Toxaway project, give an opportunity for Oconee residents and their thousands of welcome visitors each year to enjoy swimming, boating, water skiing, with the crowds, or in the solitude of a quiet inlet. Yes, industrial leaders see all this. A good place for the new resident, along with the old, to make a good living and know a fine life. And so, through planned and orderly development, Oconee continues to attract new industry. New plants go into production every year, and long-established plants expand and modernize. The communities of Walhalla, Westminster, and Seneca are growing steadily. New housing developments go up as more people move in to help boost the economy and contribute to the modernizing society. But while Oconee looks to its dynamic future, it cannot and will not forget its storied past. For in the legends and landmarks of days gone by lie one of this region's greatest assets. For many years from now, the curious will still pay a visit to the old antebellum home sites, dating back to the early 1800s and echoing history's many stories. Or the nostalgic will wander across the old covered bridge at Prather's Crossing. Or perhaps they'll drive by the old home of Revolutionary War soldier philosopher Horseshoe Robinson, whose homespun tales niched for him a place in the history of Oconee. And many a history student will study about Fort Hill on the campus of Clemson University, the beautiful old house which once served as the home and office of one of South Carolina's greatest statesmen, former Senator and Vice President John C. Calhoun. And in the days which lie ahead, as in the years of its past, Oconee will depend on two important keys to success: its faith and its education. Natives of this region have always had a deep faith. Churches small and large and of most denominations attest to the strong faith of the people here. In the cities and towns of Oconee, the church still attracts people to give thanks and ask for guidance. And schools are modernizing, preparing to meet the tremendous challenges of training a growing number of young people to succeed in a competitive world. Yes, this is Oconee. No big cities here. No major traffic jams. No killer smogs. Here, the living is good. The travel is fast. The air is clean. This is a county facing challenges, which it is conquering through hard work and a hearty community spirit. This is Oconee, the balanced life, where a visitor often becomes resident, only to discover the pleasures for which he has been seeking. Yes, this is Oconee. Good schools, a wide variety of churches, solid homes, growing communities, developing industries, and all in the midst of an abundance of scenic beauty endowed with modern recreational facilities. This is Oconee, land of opportunity, in the golden corner of South Carolina.